Hey guys, Corey with Camel. Thank you very much for being so patient and waiting for your high exhaust kit for your T7. Things are going along really well in some aspects and not at all in others. The pipes are all done. The brackets are all here. In October, we ordered mufflers, springs, the loop clamps, the clamps down here, and the gaskets, the graphite seals. To go off of the factory header tubes onto our link pipe. So that was in October. They shipped in middle of November. And as mentioned in the intro video, that stuff is overseas. The muffler is from China. So that stuff shipped by boat because it's big and it's bulky. It's 3 weeks for sea shipping, and it's always 3 weeks. So that was the beginning or middle, of November. So that stuff was into Vancouver the first week of December. We put the pre-buy up on December 16th, and we still haven't received the mufflers yet. So UPS is supposed to pick them up from the freight forwarder. So they ship it on the boat, they unload the containers, it clears customs, everything's cleared customs, it's all good. And then it goes to the warehouse, and then UPS comes and scoops up the entire container that has all of their freight on it. And because of Christmas volume and COVID, they say they're too busy to pick up the container. So this yard has multiple 53-foot Sea-Can containers full of freight for UPS, and UPS says, sorry, we're not picking them up, we're too busy, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I worked in the shipping industry for about 5 years. I was with FedEx, another company called Purelator, and I've never heard of anything like that. It's insane. So the freight has been sitting there since the early part of December, and try as I might, I cannot get this freight released. I cannot get them to pick it up. I tried to contact the freight forwarder and directly to the warehouse and say, hey, cool, UPS isn't picking this stuff up. I will drive the 1,000 kilometers to Vancouver from Calgary, 625 miles, to pick this freight up directly and just cut UPS out so that we can get these kits out. And they say, well, the 53-foot container is full of stuff, and for us to pull everything out of the container and sort out your things, we just can't do it. I'm like, I will pay you for your time. Tell me how much you need to make this happen. And they say, yeah, we can't do it, and we can't let you in the property because of COVID and blah, blah, blah. It is extraordinarily frustrating. Just sitting here and watching the days tick by. So we have the pipes and we have the clamp brackets, but we don't have all the accessory bits and pieces. And I know that some of you didn't want the muffler anyway, and you say, oh, I have a wings, or I have a Leo Vince, or I have a whatever, and I want to order the connector pipe and the clamp, but I don't need the muffler, which I understand. But without the accessory parts, without the clamp here, without the gasket here, this isn't an off-the-shelf gasket. So there's just no way that we can sell the individual bits and pieces. This has been ongoing, and I have known that there's an issue with this since late December, so a couple of weeks, and trying to get it sorted out, and I cannot. I'm just hit brick wall after brick wall. And anybody that can help doesn't seem to want to. Nobody seems to care. It's super frustrating. I didn't want to kind of throw out the red flag on this and say, hey, there's an issue, until I had some sort of solution, rather than just go, hey, there's a problem. I want to be able to say, hey, there's a problem, here's what's happening, and here's the timeline. Unfortunately, I don't have a timeline. The last I heard from the freight forwarder is that because of the volume issue in Vancouver, because it's a port city and there's so much stuff coming in, UPS can't handle it. So they're saying we're not able to process this freight. So Vancouver is 1,000 kilometers west of Calgary. Toronto is 4,500 kilometers east of Vancouver. They're saying that the Sea-Can is now on a train headed to Toronto. So UPS will sort it out in Toronto and then ship it back. So it's going to go right past Calgary on the way to Toronto, 4,500 kilometers. I don't know how many miles that is, 2,800 miles or something. Madness, absolute madness. So it will go to the other side of the country, get sorted out, and then apparently be in the UPS system, and we will get our freight sometime soon. You guys have paid for the pre-sales, and I obviously it's my responsibility to figure it out, and I'm doing everything I can. So the only thing that I can do right now, because I don't have any firm dates from anybody on when this freight is going to get here, we are going to do a $25 in-store credit for every week that this is late. So starting on January 12th, you'll get a $25 in-store credit you can, for purchase of whatever you want, another 25 on the 19th, another 25 every week moving forward until we ship your product. So if it's the middle of winter and you're like, hey, I'm not riding anyway, then this might work out better for you. You'll save some money, gets more Camel gear. I wish there was more that I can do. I have emailed, I don't know, a half dozen people at UPS. I have gone as far up the food chain with UPS as they will let me. Hopefully the freight is in fact in Toronto sometime soon, sorted and on its way, and then we can get you your kits. And I appreciate your patience. Again, if you have any questions, info@camel-adv.com. If you have any questions, we'll do our best to get back to you. We're absolutely swamped right now with emails, so it may take a day or two to get back to you, but we will. So have a good weekend.